Hello everybody, it's Chopin Videos on the Jimmy Master Electronics, and what I have for review is the Tekky Toys Spirit Halloween 2011 Animated Grave Digger. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite items of 2011. I had one back in the day. If you don't remember, my first one had a big hole in his mouth, so his mouth was like puffed up. Although I really liked the looks of my first one more than my second one, I just didn't like that the mouth couldn't move that way. So I returned it and got another one, and then the wind destroyed that one on Halloween when it blew over. It broke all the plastic levers in the neck and the gears and all that, and I just couldn't fix it, and then we started just having fun and playing with it. It took me 7 years to regain this guy. I regained a new one on Thursday, 25th of October 2018. And he fully worked. He was in great condition. Like these, even when they do pop up on eBay, they usually do not fully work. Their heads either do not lift or tilt, they don't turn, or the arms doesn't move, or just all. And this one fully worked. However, there is gear teeth broken in his arm now from... I tried poising it by holding it by two hands, but still two gear teeth in it broke. I'm going to have to go in there and see if I have a different gear to replace it with sometime. I just don't want to do it right now because, like I said, it took me 7 years. I want to keep it the way it is for now. So the arm doesn't go all the way up. I have it posed to where it looks like it goes up all the way, but it really doesn't, and I will show you that. It's probably the square shaft gear. The gloves, the seller sent new gloves because the old one was deteriorated, which was really nice. This one I haven't replaced yet, and you can see it's going to deteriorate more soon. I'm going to actually hot glue his fingers so that it looks like he's pointing like he should be. I haven't had time to do that yet. I will, though. His shoes, I think, went to the storage unit. They got thrown in a bucket, but he has, like, cheap paper plastic. They're almost like a packing material type of shoes. They're really cheap, just like Jack Skellington's. You know how the Jack Skellington shoes probably were. They're exactly like that pretty much, and they just have velcros that they connect to the base. He has a very round base, so he's very hard. If it's windy out, it's very hard to weigh him down. He has just two little things that make his base stand better, but he blows over so easily. We had 2 bricks on him, and actually we had a huge gust of wind on Saturday when we were when we had our display set up, and unfortunately even though he was weighted down really good, he still got blown over, and you're thinking, oh great, he broke. Well, I thought his head broke because it came completely disconnected, but what had actually happened is there's a pole in his head here that needed to be re-glued. Oh fuck, I can't see it now. We had to Gorilla Glue it back in. Like I said, it's just a little black pole. It's in there. You can kind of see it. It had to be Gorilla Glued. I actually like this one's face a lot better than my second one as well. And I will put the links in the description to the videos of my old ones when I first got them. Anyways, yeah, so this is the Gravedigger of 2011. He's just like the Harvester with an additional pointing feature. But he's Harvester is still being made as far as I know. Gravedigger has only been made for 1 season, so he's very hard to find. He retailed for $130. He came with an adapter. He has the old foot pad jack, of course, and all the animatronics from before 2013 have the harness foot pad, not the jack. And he has a timer to where he's sound and motion activated, but he goes off every minute and a half by himself. If he doesn't have, which, you know, like I said, I used to cut the sensors out so that they would just go on timer. They last a lot longer that way, because if it's noisy in the yard or something, they at least have a few minutes to have a break. Their motors and gears can cool down or whatever, and it really does help. It really does. Okay, so here we go.
Do you not see where you walk? These hallowed grounds are strewn with
See how much further it's supposed to lift? That's from the gear teeth being broke. I have to glue his glove on too.
I would watch where you walk.
funny fact is, this is the bass from my old grave digger. The bass he came with I didn't use because, like I said, I already have this one's sound sensor cut, so he doesn't go when he makes sound. But his motion sensor still works. I'm gonna end up blocking that sometime because, like I said, I just like them being timer only. I'm going to have to hot glue both his glove on and the fingers. I'm still going to do that. But like you saw there, it is kind of getting worse. It's starting to go up less and less.
Do not see where you walk. These hallowed grounds are strewn with rotted corpses that lie in shallow graves, waiting to rise at night and haunt this place. I would watch where
And yeah, he only has one phrase, one big saying. So I keep trying to pose his arm to the point where it looks like it goes up all the way, but it really doesn't. And it's one reason is probably because the glove keeps slipping off. It just looks retarded like that, but that's how it has to be if it looks like it goes all the way up.
do not see where you walk. These hallowed grounds are
Yeah.
strewn with rotted corpses that lie in shallow graves, waiting to rise at night and haunt this place. I would watch where you walk.
Okay, so that's Gravedigger, and I'm going to do an update when I get his gloves glued and stuff, so it'll look better. He does come with a weight to put on his bass, but of course that's not enough for the wind outside when you use them. And it's like I said, it's a very thick and round bass. This was not a very good bass choice. This was back when they didn't use those big, long, flat wooden basses or anything like that. They're making them better now, but back then all Tekky stuff had either this type of bass or a triangle bass like this, and it just didn't work very well. And then there's 2 wire harnesses that you plug in when you set up. And I have I'm using batteries on them right now. So yeah, I'll update you guys in a bit when I get the gloves hot glued. Okay, so I'm in the process of hot gluing the glove on. This is his original glove. See how bad it is? This is how they all get, no matter how they're stored. It seems like their gloves just deteriorate. So yeah, like I said, the seller sent new gloves for it, which was really good of them. The sellers that had this took really good care of it. It was basically almost brand new. The only thing that still bums me out is the fact that the arm doesn't go up all the way, and I really want it fixed, but like I said, it took me 7 years to get it, so I kind of want to enjoy him for a while before I open him up and try and possibly fail and ruin him even more. But it's going to have to get to that point because it is going to get worse. And this is the bass this is the one that actually came with him. Like I said, he's on my old Gravedigger's bass. Oops. And it doesn't start up right away because, you know, it tries to reset.
Do you not see where you walk? These hallowed grounds are strewn with rotted corpses that lie in shallow graves, waiting to rise at night and haunt this place. I would watch where you walk.
Yeah. The motion sensor is right on the bass as well. Well, yeah, right there. So yeah. Alright, here his glove is glued. Looks like he's pointing. But, like I said, his arm just will not go up all the way. If I make it if I bend it further than that, and it just looks retarded when the arm goes back down. So I'm just gonna have to go in there. I don't know when. I really don't want to, but like I said, it's gonna get worse. Because you can see it struggle when the arm lifts.
Do you not see where you walk? These hallowed grounds are strewn with rotted corpses that lie in shallow graves.
My old ones, I always used to have them pointing straight. I liked it when they were like that.
Haunt this place. I would watch where you walk.
So yeah, there's Gravedigger. He was really a cool one. You know, I mean, his quality should be the same as Harvester, but he always seems to have more issues than Harvester. But the additional pointing feature seems to, I don't know. And I know the pointing Harvester. I mean, the pointing Harvester was made after the Gravedigger. So if you're gonna say this is a reskin of Pointing Harvester, no, the Pointing Harvester is a reskin of the Gravedigger, which Pointing Harvester is harder to find than Gravedigger, but it just didn't make as much sense. And then there was the Graveyard Ghoul as well. We're gonna wait for his timer to go off. Like I said, his shoes got put in a bucket and they're in the storage unit. I wish they would still make animated props like this with a synchronized moving head, moving mouth, and yeah, I mean, just with the latex faces. They always were cooler to me. Like, the ones they make now are cool, but like, there's no like Seasonal Visions, they don't do any synchronization with the heads. I mean, this was a programming synchronization, and I really liked it. It's a lot like Jimmy's programming.